Shalom. All praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kavadah. Number honor to the apostles known as a great millstone. Peace and blessings to you brothers out there. You know, we out here again, preaching the word of truth and sincerity. Everybody got to open scripture.
Book of Chronicles, chapter 16, verse 7. And on that day, David delivered first a song to thank the Lord Yahweh unto the hand of Asa and his brethren. Give thanks unto the Lord Yahweh, call upon his name, make known these deeds among the people.
Right, and we're calling upon the Lord's name, the Lord's true name, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the one that the world calls God, Yahweh Shai is the one that the world calls Jesus Christ. They're on their way back. And right now we're making the Lord's deeds, we're making it known. Because Esau is on his way to do stuff to Israel. He's blaming Jake. Somebody get Obadiah chapter 1 verse 6. Esau is making his move. He's blaming Jake for everything, but the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, we see Esau's move and we call him before he does it. We know exactly what he's going to do. He's blaming Israel for all the things that are happening for no reason. First and 25 years ago, it was a so-called Asian, so-called Chinese disease. Now all of a sudden it's Jake. Now all of a sudden Jake, the reason it's still going is because Jake is not listening. Because Jake is supposed to eat. Because Jake doesn't eat well. Even though Jake doesn't do those certain things right, it's our fault now. The whole disease, everything is our fault. That's Esau's devices. I got that Obadiah.
Book of Obadiah, verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out?
Right, and how is it searched out? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The Lord has imparted us wisdom, and these scriptures, we know what Esau is about to do. Why? How? Because of the prophecies. We know by the prophecies that Esau is going to come upon the men of the Lord with great wrath. Somebody else look at 2 Ezra chapter 16, start at verse 68. Because we know by the scripture that Esau is going to come with great wrath, and he's going to have insurrection upon the men and the women that fear the Lord. And that starts with Israel, and that also goes to you other people that fear the Lord. Go ahead and read that number one.
How are his head things thought up?
God, like how are his hidden things thought up? Because Esau, he does this in a crafty counsel. He does this in a counsel that nobody knows and nobody sees. He does this in the Bohemian Grove where he sacrifices children and stuff like that. He does this in all these little crafty little places. But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, we know it. We know what Esau's going to do.
Behold, the burning wrath of the great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you, and these being idle with things offered unto idols.
What's that thing being offered unto idols? The RFID microchip. Let me get Revelation chapter 13, 16. That's that RFID microchip. He's gonna feed it to us. He's gonna pressure us. Some brothers are gonna get tortured. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna say, look, if you want this, stop taking shit. You gotta take the shit. You know, he's gonna pressure us. Which is why another brother did 1 John 2 verse 15. Because that's why you gotta be detached from this world. If you're not detached from this world, Esau has something that he can hold against you that'll make you do what he says. So you gotta be completely detached from this world and completely attached to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know that, brother?
Continuing on, verse 69. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision. So let me read that over. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision.
Right. And don't consent unto them because you're going to be in derision. Because even if you do take this chip, that's one of the last prophecies before the Lord comes back. So once you take that chip, it's give or take 2 weeks, maybe a month before the Lord is on his way back. So you prolong your life for a month only to get destroyed. On top of that, that chip might kill you. They have in that chip where it's cyanide in it. So if you get the chip and you have buyer's remorse and you want to go back, they could pour cyanide. They could put that cyanide off and they're going to kill you like that.
Can't fall out. You can't bug out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you definitely don't want to fall out because you're out there, you know, especially if once you start, even if you look up Alex Jones video or you're best friends with somebody who's one of these troopers, you are marked. Esau got your ID, you're under his red, blue list, whatever, you're marked. So that's why that's the fear of the Lord. You want to continue to stay in this. So not only do you know, and Esau knows who you are, but you know who the Lord is, so you got the Lord's protection.
Right.
Go ahead on that.
Continuing on, and in reproach, and trodden underfoot, for there shall be in every place, and in the next city, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Right, there's going to be a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So anybody who fears the Lord, even you Edomites, you know, you guys are in Oklahoma, Alabama, you know, you guys are God-fearing Christians or whatever. You got your shotguns, you know, you're drinking beer and drunk off your butts every night. You guys are still marked because a lot of you guys are still enemies of the society. So you guys are still on that red, blue, yellow list, whatever too. So they're gonna bust in your house too. But you guys don't have no protection because you're not sons of the Heavenly Father. Right?
Continuing on, they shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
They shall be like madmen. Esau has different sciences to where he can inject something to you and your adrenaline, your fight or flight goes up by 1,000. Esau has certain technology to where a human being could be standing right there, but what other people see as a human being, what you see is a monster. So you'll kill them way faster. And then if they try to talk to you, you'll hear screeching. You see that in that show Black Mirror. They call it mask because it masks what you originally see, and it shows you just monsters and stuff like that. So Esau's about to bust in, and what you see is a baby. What you see is a kid. But he may in his mask, he may see the hope. You know what I'm saying? Esau may see the hope, and also that adrenaline and stuff is going to be the busting. So he's going to be busting in, kicking babies, throwing babies at the wall, you know what I'm saying, shooting up women, yanking women and old people out the house, yanking you out your house at 4 or 3 a.m. while you're sleeping. Esau got this in the books.
When they not already doing this, like you know, they got that team of so-called black men out on the street, shooting them down while they're jogging. Put your hands up. He got a gun. He put his hands up. He told him to put his hands up. And shot him down. They don't care about what you're talking about. They don't want to hear nothing. They want their will. Ultimately, that's what I'm talking about. You see us out here. These people driving past us all the time. Oh, y'all the Hebrew Israelites. That's right. That's who we are. Who are you? You know who you are? The scriptures tell you who you are. You're blatantly ignoring the Lord.
Regardless anyway, that's good for you, Jason. That's good for you people. Because the brothers have been out here, especially the apostles and elders, they've been out here for decades preaching the word. You know what I'm saying? And even the prophets before, because you guys came back and still didn't get right. You guys came back through the reincarnation of each generation and still didn't get right. So you guys got to be ready for destruction. Continue on that and then we're going to get Revelation.
For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses.
Right, so everybody's mad at us, but this is the scripture. This is in the scriptures. Martial law and people busting, and Esau using the government troops to bust in these people's houses. It's in the scripture. So don't shoot the messenger. Don't be mad at the dude who told you your girl is cheating. Be mad at your girl, she's out here cheating. Right? Go ahead up. Right.
Then shall they be known who are my chosen.
Right, because throughout all this, the Lord, hold that in Revelation 13:16. Shall get that in Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Because throughout all this, the men of the Lord, the real men of the Lord, they're going to stay strong. Throughout Esau blessing people's house, throughout all the hell that's coming, the real men of the Lord, they're going to stay strong. They're not going to fold. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter who you hold hostage, the real men of the Lord, they're not going to take that shit. They're not going to take things that are offered unto idols. They're going to stay strong and trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua.
They're not going to make case in time of trouble, man. They're going to remain patient with the Lord. They're going to bring to the Lord, man. All we got to do is preach the Lord, you know what I'm saying, follow the Spirit. Lord, we got to take things on. We got to pick up arms, take guns out. You know what I'm saying? They don't got to do none of that. The Lord got, hey, if we ever put the Lord's leg, the Lord got it. Now, it does say that some of them be martyrs. But hey, that man, you want to church, you're ready to come back down and you know, kill people that killed you, man.
Yep.
No justice, you know.
book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 16. And he causes all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond.
Right. Small and great, rich and poor. So from Beyonce to a homeless man on the street, he's going to cause them to get this chip. Go ahead.
To receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Right, and that's just symbolic. It doesn't mean, okay, I got the chip in my back, so I didn't get the mark of the beast, or I got the chip in my shoulder, so I didn't get the mark of the beast. No, you get the chip anywhere in you. If you consent unto Esau and let him put the chip in you, you are finished. You have no house, you have no place in the house of the Most High, and you're getting ready to be dismissed. Go ahead on.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that has the mark or the name of the beast.
Right, and that's what Esau's doing right now. He's controlling on the food. He's trying to control all the food. He's trying to control all the money. He's getting the paper dollar is damn near obsolete. Ain't nobody using dollars anymore. They got credit. They got Venmo. They got Cash App. They got Bitcoin. Ain't nobody using the paper dollar anymore. So he's trying to get rid of that, because when you use technology, it all goes back to a higher technology. So if you make a transaction, they can know exactly what transaction you're making. Why? Because Esau wants to be the Most High and know exactly what you're doing, know exactly what you're doing, know exactly what you're saying.
Or the number of his name. There is wisdom, let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of the man, and his number is 666.
Right, and that's all in his subliminals, HR 666. The Monster Energy drink, it has Monster, which is 666. It's all in his subliminal things, 666. You know what I'm saying?
After that, add 666. You know what I'm saying? You go add it up alphabetically. Yeah, add the 666. I like it. You got Revelation 2. That's just coincidence. That's not real. You making it up now. You just want to see something else that's not there. So wait, that's right. Okay. All right. And once the more older, like you said earlier, they gonna come at crazy, wow man, come in your household, you know, and they're gonna lay hell, you know, whoever lives there, and that's part of history as well. In history, you got that too. Going back to the first Maccabees. I'm gonna read it.
This is the book of Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 41. Moreover, King Ashnosius wrote his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and every one should leave his law. So all the heathens agreed according to the commandments of the king.
Right. What is that? That's the New World Order. Everybody's one. Everybody one thing. That's why they have these celebrities doing that. We are the world thing, because we are not all one. Contrary to popular belief, we are not all one. We look different. We act different. The Lord has sent us, Esau and Jacob, two different people. The rest of you nations, you guys don't really matter like that. You're heathens, but you guys are just irrelevant. Like, what does the East Indian have to do with anything during prophecy? You guys are just irrelevant. You know what I'm saying?
Sixth chapter, man, that every other nation other than the Israelites around the country, they're all like bitter. You know what I'm saying? So most guys not dealing with them. Most guys can give a shit about you.
Verse 43. Yea, many also of the Israelites concerning to his religion and sacrifice unto idols and profane the Sabbath.
Right. The Lord already said, don't be serving other gods. The Lord already said, if you really love him, you'll follow his commandments. So when you do this, like what that king said, you're really showing that you hate the Lord. And it says in the scriptures as well, all the haters of the Lord shall die. So you be ready for that.
Yeah, the Most High is a very jealous power, man. This is why we got in captivity in the first place, man. We were serving the Lord. You know what I'm saying? We were following other God. Right? That's the reason why the Lord hit wrath upon us, because we were following him. We're supposed to be on, he blessed us, so we can follow him. You know what I'm saying? We don't follow other guys that don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, wrath for that.
Also, he judges in righteousness. You know, not just I feel like he just even though it is like that, he judges within righteousness.
So This is 44. For the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and they should profane the Sabbath and festival days, and polluted the sanctuary and the holy people.
Right. So how do you pollute? How do you pollute this? How do you do polluted acts? You do acts out of the other gods. That's what going into fornication. You know, you fornicate with other powers. You know what I'm saying? So that king was trying to pollute us, and ultimately he did pollute a lot of Israelites. And this is what this king is trying to do now. Somebody gave me Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and 9, because that which is then is then which is now. There's nothing new under the sun. They were trying to cause a new world order back then. They're trying to cause a new world order right now. They're trying to kill people back then. They're trying to kill people right now. They're trying to get the children of Israel to follow other gods back then. They're trying to get the children of Israel to follow other gods right now. You know what I'm saying? So everything is doing a full circle. But this time, the Lord is not going to suffer anything. This time the Lord has all-out judgment for you people that want to serve other powers.
47. Set up the altars of groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness.
Right, so that's an extra mockery, because they know that we're not supposed to be touching swine. We're not supposed to be touching swine. We're not supposed to be eating swine. We're not supposed to be having anything to do with swine blood. So that's why they try to make us sacrifice swine and do all this with swine. We're not supposed to be dealing with that at all. Right? But that's how you know Esau's a demon, and that's how you know he knows us. He knows exactly what we're supposed to do, so he sets everything up to where we do the exact opposite. We're supposed to be ruling over our women, our women rule over us. We're supposed to be the man of the house. It's a matriarchal society in the Black, Hispanic, and Native American household. You know what I'm saying? So everything is flipped upside down. Exactly what to do with us. You know what I mean? Make it walk. You got Ecclesiastes? You got Ecclesiastes? Oh, God. Yeah, I want to do that. You got Revelation 2.
Revelation. Okay. Fair. None of those things picked out for stuff.
Right, because if you know it's going to happen, why should you fear it? If you know Esau's going to come, why should you fear it? Because the Lord told us. So why would I fear man if the Lord told us what man was going to do? That's how you know it's the Lord's doing. Brother, get Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. Because we already know what's going to happen. Esau is getting ready to roll on Israelites. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Esau, the so-called white man, pertaining to this government, he's getting ready to kill y'all. Period. You know what I'm saying? So, and the Lord already told us that was going to happen. So why should we fear man instead of the Lord? Right? Go ahead on that.
Yo, the devil should cast him into prison, and he may be tried.
Right. So if you get cast into prison, and for the Lord's sake, you already know what time it is. And also, when Esau makes his move, that's more and more closer to our kingdom. So you shouldn't be scared of none of this, because you know that the more Esau does, the more closer it is to our kingdom. You going on that?
And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee eternal life.
It's that simple. Don't fall, and I got you. And like the brother always said, the elect is going to pass with flying colors. So don't be thinking, you know, this, that. You're still going to have the test, but you're going to pass the test. It's like when you're studying and you already know what it is. Like when the test comes, you know you're going to ace it. You still got that test, but you're going to ace it. Why? Because brothers are building their faith right now. We're investing in that spiritual bank account. So now we got money, spiritual money to take out, so to speak. Revelation 2, verse 26. You got that?
Revelation 2, verse 26.
25.
25. But that which ye have already hold fast till I come.
Yep.
And he that overcometh my work unto the end, to him will I give power over the nation.
Exactly. So we will be out here regardless. Right. We will be out here regardless. Once the Lord told us that the power of heaven and earth, this is what he wants us doing, we will be out here. But the kingdom and everything that comes with it is a bonus. So now you know all that you're fighting for. You know what you're holding fast for. You know what you're coming out here for. You know what you're doing the work for. You're doing the work for the Lord, and also His bonus. Because hey, everybody loves goodies too. Everybody loves a paycheck and a little extra incentive too. When you work a double shift, you know you get double money. You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't like that? You know what I'm saying? So that's what the Lord got for us. So brothers, remember that. Don't just hold fast when these times hit. And it's not far off anymore. All right, because the slander of the men of the Lord is already here. Tucker Carlson, that Edomite, is supposed to speak on the men of the Lord tonight. Tonight, the Tucker Carlson of Fox News is supposed to speak on it tonight. And Tucker Carlson got confounded by the apostles and elders in New York. So guess what he's going to do? He has a vendetta against Israel. So he's going to do anything and everything to make us look in a bad light. Even though the apostles and elders didn't assault him, they barely even cussed at the dude. But he's going to do anything and everything to make Israel look in a bad light. And we're ready for it. Do what you got to do.
Revelation 2 verse 7, he said, "Have the air, let him air with the spirit of Satan on the church. And him that overcometh will I give you the life.
Right, but you got to overcome. Just like Yahweh Shai, what is Yahweh Shai's name? He the deliverer. In order to be delivered, you have to be into something. You have to be in the fire in order to be dragged out. You have to be in the problem in order to be delivered from the problem. So we got to be in this. We got to be in this fire. So that's how you know the fire is coming, and we're going to be delivered from the fire. That's the Lord's name.
Selling out your own people that's trying to help you. And really, you are part of it. You just don't know it yet. You don't even want to accept it.
Esau's going to kill him anyway. Because in order for Esau to get the birthright back, every single Israelite on earth has to die. So if you want to side with Esau and stuff, Esau literally, his goal and everything is to get control of the whole world and get the birthright back. So Esau literally has to kill you. So you want to side with Esau, you know, Reverend Al Sharpton, your coon self. You know, all you people that want to side with Esau, Esau literally has to kill you in order to get the birthright back. But it already says in the scripture that the elect, the remnant, the 144,000 along with the 1/3 women and children, they're not going to be overtaken.
Right. I would say that, you know, brothers, them brothers, you know what I'm saying, are so-called brothers, they're gonna be up, you know what I'm saying, into the Christian synagogue, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you watch it, it's saying, brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise.
Right, so your child don't really know what's going on. They may deliver you up, or they willingly will know what's going on. They got a problem because you didn't let them go to their prom. They got a problem because you didn't let them wear what they wanted to wear, and their friends are in their ears. They may deliver you up. Your mom, she's like, oh, he's a good kid. He just got caught up with them Israelites, you know. He doesn't really know what's going on. She may deliver you up. Being a part of the world, your father hasn't been proud of you, or your father doesn't like you, he may deliver you up. Your friend, you know, they got something against you, they may deliver you up. You know, so that's why you gotta trust in the Lord and not trust in man, because your only family is a brother. The brothers, if somebody can get that in 1 John chapter 2 verse 15, that's your real family. Oh no, that's not the word. Slide. Give me a second.
This book of Ezekiel chapter 12 verse 2, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house, which have eyes to see, and see not, which have ears to hear, and hear not, but they are a rebellious house.
Right, because Jake is rebellious as heck. Jake is very rebellious. Everything that the Lord says to do, they do the exact opposite. They do it on purpose, and they do it unwillingly. But Jake is rebellious.
Psalms chapter 37, verse 32. The wicked watches the righteous and seeketh to slay him. The Lord Yahweh will not leave him, and his hand never command him when his judge.
Right, because the wicked is you Edomites. If somebody can get Job chapter 9 verse 24 as well. It's a quick precept. The wicked is you so-called white people and you elites. But our people, they take unto Esau. They'll say we're a bunch of bums and we're a bunch of ends, just like Esau. They'll say we need to go get some jobs, just like Esau. So our people are acting as the wicked as well. So they're going to get judged just like the wicked. How would it feel if your power is of the heaven and earth, if your father is the power of the heaven and earth, and you die right alongside you? That's literally embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? But you Israelites, you guys are going to die right amongst the heathens.
Picked up the book, but they got so much negative to say about it because they follow other people. And I heard this about this thing. I got this. Pick it up and read it. Pick it up and read it. You'll be able to understand what it says. You know, not to your own understanding, but the truth. It says the spirit.
I came and read it. It's being spoken in parable. You know what I'm saying? It's only given to a certain elect men. You know what I'm saying? To understand what the parable is talking about. You know what I'm saying? Mission of the kingdom of God. It's given unto you. Because it's talking about the elect.
Read out Job, and we're going to go to the barn. Read out Job.
It's the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24.
Right, so that's why we're not bugged out. Why did slavery happen? Right. This is that. If God was real, why did slavery happen? If God was real, why are blacks getting shot down by the cops? Nobody's thinking that. Right. Because we know that the Most High set this up from the foundation of the earth. Right. The Most High put the wicked in on top to bring them down in a marvelous fashion. Right. So this is all the Most High's movie. And you read the last part again? Did you cover the faces? No, it's a lot.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Right, he covereth the faces of the judges thereof. Who is the ultimate judge? Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. That's why when you look up who Jesus is, the so-called Jesus, it's Caesar Borgia. That's an actual dude who lived on the earth, who was a sodomite, who was a incestuous. He was a sodomite. He was incestuous. He was a pedo. He was all that in a bag of demonic chips. You know what I'm saying? And he was an actual demon, and they call that the Lord. The most unrighteous, the most unrighteous man who walked the earth is being deemed as the most righteous man who walked the earth. So that's another reason. Esau has tabs that reach unto heaven. That's another tab as to why you guys got to get destroyed. So don't be talking about why you guys say this is that Edomites about white people. Nah, you know what you did.
I want to add on to that, and that's why all these so-called Israelites.
They don't want to go against their master. That's messy. You know what I'm saying? That's the boss right there. Esau the boss. That's what you think. Really the Most High the boss. He said if Esau would be knocked down like the brother was going into. You know what I'm saying? A man of so much wickedness.
Yep.
Esau fucked you up so bad that you don't remember that.
Right. And there's things that are still getting revealed about what Esau's done to us, pertaining to slavery, pertaining to right now. Yep. And pertaining to the Devil's Punch Bowl. Brothers just learned about that. The Devil's Punch Bowl, where they was throwing Jakes in after slavery. There's so much stuff that we don't even know that Esau done. So once you want to start feeling sorry for this devil, the Lord will reveal something unto you.
Whoever the scriptures are there, wait on the Psalms chapter 37, verse 34. Wait on the Lord Yahweh and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it.
Right, and what's the ways of the Lord? To prophesy on the highways and hedges pertaining to the Lord's words. It doesn't say go punching Edomites in nursing homes. That's not us. It doesn't say going on Twitter and Instagram and arguing with black women all day, trying to make them see the Lord. It doesn't say going on Instagram and trying to argue with 2/3 bonehead Negroes and Hispanics, trying to make them learn the ways of the Lord. What you have to do is to do your sit downs, is to pray, is to watch, and come out on the highways and hedges as commanded and be a brother. It doesn't say nothing about doing all that nonsense. So that's not us. We're going to get blamed for that, which we're already expecting, which we know is going to happen because Esau don't fight fair. We're going to get blamed for that, but you know that's not us, because that's not what the Lord is telling us to do.
35. I have seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a great tree.
Right, we see the wicked. I don't know where he was, but he might have been wicked right there doing a little thumbs up. We see the wicked. He's out here. He's out here doing debauchery, doing behind the scenes stuff. And we also, through the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, we know exactly what is to come. We'll see what Tucker Carlson is tonight, because they might do that. This might be the start, and then they might have a couple other false flags, blame it on Jake, and now it's famine of the word time. Now every time it's now there's no more Israelites on the highways. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We're in that time right now.
Verse 36. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not.
Right. So the wicked, the big bad so-called white man who runs the whole world, there's going to be a point in time where he is the lowest. He's lower than a piece of dog piss. There's going to be a time where he's lower than anything, any being, any speck of dust. He's going to be lower than that. There's going to be a time, because right now he's the highest. Our women love him. Our women love him. You see a black woman with natural hair, you know exactly what time it is. She's all up into Esau. You know what I'm saying? So there's going to be a time where he's brought low. Go ahead on that.
I saw him, but he could not be found. Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace.
Right, because we are not the upright, but we're doing the upright acts, and we're going to be made perfect. Because no Jake is perfect right now. We still go off. If you're on a bus and a woman who has been on her period and she sits down there and you sit down there, you have been justified. You know what I'm saying? We can't fully keep the Sabbath. Some brothers got to work on the Sabbath. They got to do that. But we're going to be in a righteous society, and we're practicing the upright acts. What is the upright acts? Following the ways of the Lord. That's the upright acts. So we will be made upright. Because if you walk around thinking you're perfect, you're not perfect until the Lord makes you perfect. Until you get beamed up and give those new bodies, you're not perfect.
Right.
Go ahead.
Like you gonna mention about a woman's period. You're not gonna tell your woman, your mother, your sister, hey, you gotta step outside. You're on your period. You gotta go. Wait till you're done. You come right back. You ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do it. They're gonna like it to the time. You ain't gonna do that. So you gotta wait. Perfect. Yeah. Perfect right now. That's the law. Like, we're in captivity. And for one law, we put them all. So we're perfect. Great.
Heavenly Father, why would you want to do things that'll piss the Heavenly Father off? Well, he's getting ready to slaughter people now. So if you want to tempt the Lord, you want to play like that, you go right on ahead. As for us in our house, we're gonna try to serve. We're gonna serve the Lord to the best of our ability. But why would you want to be in a lifestyle that pisses the Lord, your Heavenly Father off? You know, and that's all it is in this society. You got women at your workplace, they got a whole 4 sets of rings on their hands, still looking you all up in your eyes, trying to flirt with you and stuff like that. You got these demonic people, you don't bother nobody, but they're trying to incite you to violence, incite you to get angry. Just demons. You know what I'm saying? 2 verse 13.
That's right. So you can imagine when you see the video out there, let the money rain, let it rain. A lot of Jacksons out there in the middle of the street, let it rain. imagine the Lord is come see to come right now.
Yep.
Then respect that. You will like melt your ass right there. Then like you come, they will. That's the third, man.
Proverbs 8, verse 35. If you shall fight at me, fight in life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord. But he that sinneth against me, worketh his own soul. All they that hate me love death.
Right, so that's what we're doing. You guys are trying to find your life according to Esau society. We're trying to find life according to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Which is why if you love Esau society, you love death. Why are you eating pork? It's already documented that there's different types of worms, there's different types of nonsense in that food. Even the clean foods, chicken, goat, lamb, Esau has been torturing those lambs and they're depressed and stuff, and we're eating defiled animals. You know what I'm saying? So why would you even want to be and continue in this society? So you jakes that are going to try to preserve your life by taking a chip, you jakes that want to save your life, save whatever crumbs you got going here, you're really one of the most bugged out people in the universe.
The book of 2 Ezra, chapter 2, verse 13. Go, and ye shall receive right for a few days unto you, that they may be shortened.
Right, so the real men of the Lord, they want this place done. The real men of the Lord can't wait till the Lord comes back. Because if you don't like the Lord, if you're doing the things that the Lord doesn't want you to do, why would you want the Lord to come?
Right.
You know he's coming to kill you.
Right.
But the real men of the Lord, they've been saved through the Spirit. They've been saved through the Spirit. We're not saved yet. Like you Christians be saying, I'm saved by the blood of God.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're not saved yet because we're still in the fire. You know, Esau could come through right now and just throw some tear gas and shoot us down. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that is. We're not saved yet, but through the Spirit, we're saved through hope. You know what I'm saying? We still got hope that when the Lord is coming back, He'll beam us up from this destruction. Go ahead on that.
Right. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch.
Watch, like it says in John, the Lord has many mansions. So you know that the kingdom is already prepared. Just go get the kingdom. You should be hoping for the kingdom. Why would you want to continue in a place where you gotta work in a factory? You carrying 1,200 boxes an hour. At a moment you get 1,199 boxes that hour. Esau comes and he's yelling at you.
What you doing?
Yeah.
You stacking up? You know, they're gonna go back on the camera. Oh, I see what it is. So you took a break. Ain't nobody say take a break.
All you did was take a sip of water. And
Right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So why would you want to even continue in that society? You know, when you know that there's something better. And also, if you know that there's something better, then you will work towards getting it. Like my track coach always told me, if you hate the 400 so much, run it faster. If I hate the 400, I hate running it, I hate doing it. Why would I walk or why would I jog slow? I'm gonna sprint as fast as I can. So once I get to that finish line, I'm gonna be done with it. And I can lay on the ground as it's over, and I can just breathe and marvel at my work. You know what I'm saying? You got precept? Let's get it.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 30 on down. And I will show wonders in the heaven and the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned to darkness, and the moon into blood before the great and the terrible day of the Lord Yahweh come.
Right, and what are those wonders? Those chariot sightings? Those chariot sightings. I saw 5 chariots in one sitting. 2 chariots on the right, 3 chariots on the left in a triangle formation. Lord be my witness. I took a picture and everything. You know, so the Lord is showing His sightings. The pink moon. I have never in the history of my life seen a pink moon. So what does that mean? That means the Lord is showing His sign and getting ready for destruction. The Lord is putting on them spiritual boxing gloves, and He's getting ready to knock this world out.
Verse 32, it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord Yahweh shall be delivered. For in the Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord Yahweh has said. And in the
Wait. It said whosoever. So does that mean everybody could be saved? It said whosoever. Read that whole thing again.
verse 32, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord Yahweh shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord Yahweh has said, and the remnant whom the Lord Yahweh shall call.
And the remnant who the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai shall call. The remnant in the nation of Israel. So it's not for whoever, it's not for all you people. If you're an Edomite, you're asked out. If you're an Israelite, but you don't want to come back to the Lord, you're also asked out. So it's none of that. You gotta be an Israelite first, and then you gotta come back to your power. If not, you can be ready for all the judgments that are laid out in the scripture. Somebody get Jeremiah 50 verse 2. We didn't get that yesterday. Because the Lord has various specific ways that He's about to judge you people. Yeah, you can shake your head all you want, boy. The Lord has various different judgments that He's about to judge you people. He has dogs.
Isaiah 13 and verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord coming cruel, but with wrath and fierce anger.
Right, so the Lord is hot right now. Somebody, should I get Revelation 22 and 6? Because the Lord is not happy right now with what is going on. You think the Lord is like seeing His elect cry out, pissed off, sad all the time? We're not sad all the time, we're happy right now because we see the Lord is enacting His judgments. But you think the Lord likes seeing us in this state? No, that's why He's coming back faster and faster. That's why we're hastening the day, and it's bringing itself down closer. That's why the virus is out and got this whole society shut down. That's why the virus is out, and you guys are sitting in your house yelling at your wives and kids all day because the virus is out and it took you out of work. That's why you go to the fridge, your stomach is growling, and you don't have no food in the fridge because you haven't had a job in 6 months, and you haven't had your stimulus check because the computer is shut down because everybody's trying to get their stimulus check as well.
Unto the Lord, believing into the Lord. He said, my strength, y'all gonna be hungry, man. That's the question. You ain't got nothing to change. You're not waiting patient for the Lord. You know, to get you something. Like you said, make a hatred come to man. Y'all do, man. That's the best. You gotta believe that
It says in the scriptures, if a brother could search on his phone, it says in Kings talking about the ravens. They had a raven give a brother food. So what people do, they think of Jesus and God, so they try to put the Lord in a box. Don't put the Lord in a box. The Lord can have a raven come and give you food at that time. The Lord can have a lion sprint up to you and open his mouth, and it's a full platter of chicken right there. You know what I'm saying? So don't put the Lord in a box. So if you're following the Lord in truth and sincerity, just know that the Lord got you when those time comes. And if not, you're being lukewarm. Hey, you better get hot. You better get back in the spiritual microwave, because you don't want to start and not finish. That's a shame. That's a stain upon you.
Revelation 22 verse 6. The book of Revelation, chapter 22, verse 6. And he said unto me, this saying are faithful and true, and the Lord Yahweh power of the holy prophet sent his angels to show unto his servants there are things which must shortly be done.
Right, he's showing it to us. The Lord is showing us what's about to happen before it happens. And that's why we're able to speak in great boldness. What does prophet mean? To say before. That's why we're prophesying. We're speaking these things before it happens. Go ahead,
we have speaking on confidence behind this, faithful and true. That's the belief that we have. It's about to come to pass. So a lot of people doesn't have that belief. You tell them about, hey, the RFID chip's coming. They don't want to believe that. They think it's something else. I ain't talking about that. It's good. Or they said, man, the America ain't gonna destroy because we haven't got no war over here in the planet. For years, you know. So it ain't gonna go down. You got 40 years. Rolling down. It's crazy. So we believe the prophecy, we believe on the Lord, we believe on the prophecy like that. It seems like, look at history, look what happened in history, how we get back. Israel got put down. So come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth of the saying of the prophecies of this book.
Right, so just like it says, I believe in Matthew when it talks about when the Lord comes back, will he find faith on the earth? The answer to his question is yes. But the question to his question is, will you be one of those faithful? Will you be one of those faithful that he finds on the earth? Because when the Lord comes back, you want to be one of those men that get beamed up. You don't want to start and then still eat a missile. That's a stain on your name. And that also, because you know it's coming, that's gonna make you feel a lot worse.
This is Luke chapter 21, verse 36. What? Yea, therefore, and pray always that he may be counted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass.
And that's what we're trying to do right now. That's why our brothers are going so hard right now. We know that the end is coming. We know that the Lord is on his way back. So we're trying to prove our worthiness. We're trying to prove to Yahweh Bashim Shai that we are worthy of having that beam come down and taking us off this place. Because we know these missiles are coming. We know who Yahweh Bashim Shai is. We know what's coming on the earth. So we're trying to do our due diligence to make the calling of election sure. While you people are out here worrying about when NBA is going to come back on, you're watching 1999 reruns of the Suns versus the Lakers final. We know what's going on. Hey, somebody else got down there didn't know that Esau was about to blunt them. Now they're about to get pulled over, get charged with $1,000. So
we probably got a scarf on there. So I look at this over in the corner. They're probably going crazy.
Yep.
Got him.
Yeah. He was probably talking mess and Esau just worked them up. You know, so that's gonna pop in his head. Man, like I just talked about this, or he could have even just thought it. There could be nobody in the car with him. He could have just thought, look at them N's, look at them S's. You know what I'm saying? And then Esau behind him blocking them up because these the spirit is increasing, judgments are increasing too. So you might get judged as soon as you do that act. We're in that time now. Go ahead.
Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 31. And they come unto thee as the people cometh.
Right, because as an Israelite, you're supposed to hear the words of the Lord. When the Lord speaks, you're supposed to hear it. You're an Israelite. That's your father. Go ahead.
And they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them.
See, that's the difference between the men of the Lord and these people. We hear the words of the Lord, they hear the words of the Lord, they laugh about it, and they say, look at those angry ends, those ugly angry ends. We hear the Lord and we fear, and we want to do the works of the Lord because we have faith, so we want to prove to the Lord that we're worthy. Go ahead up.
For with their mouth they shew much love.
Right, I love God. Somebody get that in it's either 1st or 2nd John 1 verse 6, pertaining to these people talk about I love God, I got Jesus. They'll wear shirts saying Jesus.
Right.
You know, wear shirts. It's a Nike shirt who's also demonic, but they'll say Jesus on it. You know what I'm saying? So they'll wear a shirt saying Jesus, I love God, but you will do none of the Lord's work. There's women that are there's a woman I know. She quotes scriptures every day on Instagram because she cheated on her boyfriend.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
She quotes scriptures, but she cheated on the boyfriend. Adultery. Man, she put it in death right now. Man,
and when you do an offense like that, you don't want to be around that person. Like if a woman were to cheat on you, if she was a righteous woman, she would come back to you and be like, you know what, I cheated, this is my fault, let you stay away. She convinced him to take her back. So he's a cuck and she's a demon. You know what I'm saying? Never. Go ahead.
1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjects, but I suffer not a woman to teach, near to usurp authority over the man.
On that note, get 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 3. Because right, you women, you guys try to come up to this to the house of the Lord. You guys try to come to the house of the Lord. You come to the lion's den and you try to speak. Right. You're not supposed to speak right here. You're supposed to go to your man, but you women think you got it. The Lord is not a woman. According to unpopular belief. Not like Ariana Grande said, talking about God as a woman. The Lord is not a woman, no matter what you think. It's not about what you think. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep silent in the house of the Lord, unless you be wicked. ahead on that. We want to touch on women again.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 3. But I will have you know that the head of every man is Mahabshiach.
Yep, the head of us is Yahweh Shai. That's who we're supposed to call to. That's who we're supposed to go to when we're scared. That's who we're supposed to go to when we're happy. That's who we're supposed to go to when we need anything. That's our head. So that's our leader. Go ahead on that.
And the head of the woman is the man.
So it says in the Bible who your head is. It says in the Bible what you're supposed to do. So if you want to buck up against your man, especially if he's a man of the Lord, he wants to go out and preach, he wants to go out and be with the brothers, he wants to continue to abound in the spirit, and you want to quell that, you're being an absolute demon pertaining to the scripture. You're being directly against the scripture. Go ahead up.
And the head of Hamashiach is Heavenly Father.
Right. So us men, you want to talk about, there was no Jesus Christ. It was just Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's one name. So there's only one name. There's no Jesus Christ. You guys want to say that? It says right there that the head of Yahweh Shai is Yahweh. So that's who he answers to. We answer to him, and ultimately to Yahweh, and the woman answers to us, and the children answers to the women because we're usually out and about. That's how it is. And if you got a problem with that, you're against the scripture. So be ready for the judgments of anybody who's against the scripture.
That's because everything's in order. You got the Heavenly Father, you got the Son, you got the man and the woman, and but the throne of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh has in order too. Everything's in order goes through Yahweh, and the Son and his angels, and you got right and the left, in order. You know, the same thing here. You know, you got the man hold down the household, and then you got the woman also too hold down the household over the children. Yep, kids. Yep. So the woman be saying to the husband, whatever the husband said, go. Yep. You know, and then it's shameful to look. The woman look at the man's eyes too. So they gotta like look down to the ground. Shameful. You know, same thing to our Lord, Yahweh Shai. We gotta look down to shameful.
Yep, even sometimes, because you're supposed to, like, as men look men in the eyes, but sometimes the spirit is so hot on a certain man. Sometimes you look at them, you be looking away because the spirit is so hot. It's not you're scared of nobody or nothing, but that's just a spirit. Because if Yahweh came down here, you would crumble at his presence. You would crumble at his presence because like it said in the time of Moses, when Yahweh tried to deal with Israel. The thunder and the lightning, when the Lord spoke, was so much people were getting scared. So if the Lord were to show his presence, just like Moses, he had a veil over his face because Yahweh and Yahweh Shai Yahweh was dealing with him so much that he had a veil over his face to cover his glow. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is sometimes.
Right. Every man shall bow. Every tongue shall bow. Everybody will bow.
Does that mean we're being soft? We're being soft because we want another man to save us, right? We want the Lord Yahweh Shai to save us, to deliver us. So we're being soft, right? Nah, he's our deliverer. But you guys like to say all things like that, but you guys don't like to do that with Esau because you guys come to him for food. You guys, it's your house, so to speak. It's your plot of land, but you still go to Esau to pay your taxes, to do all that stuff. You get a check, you work Esau takes 10 hours worth of money out of that check. You know what I'm saying? And you're cool with that. But you don't want to submit to the Lord. So you won't submit to the Lord judge you out here.
Book of Revelation 21 verse 7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be in power, and he shall be my son.
Right, and we already spiritually overcame. Nobody here thinks Yahweh Shai's image is a so-called white man. Nobody here believes that the so-called Jews over there in the land of Israel are the true Israelites. Nobody believes that. We overcame that with the spirit. now when these things start to happen, we're going to overcome physically. We're going to overcome physically, not by our own might. When the Lord beams us up, we're going to overcome.
Protect. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with the fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
Right. So all you that want to do any of those things, you want to be an adulterer, you want to be a murderer, you want to be an idolater, you want to be lazy, the Lord has a judgment for you, which is why you got to come out of that spirit. But you know, 2/3 of Israel, you guys are not, and you other nations, you have no foot, no chance. It doesn't matter if you put a garment on, you try to do, you can't anyway. You don't got the spirit. But it don't matter what you do, you have no place in the house of the Most High. That's what it is. Jeremiah chapter 15. I keep trying to get that out. Spirit keeps bouncing around. Jeremiah chapter 15 verse 6. Because you people don't understand you can't wrap around your head the judgment that's going to be happening here. It's going to be all the movies put together. It's going to be contagion out here when everybody's sick, when there's going to be blood coming out of people's eyes, because this coronavirus, that's a hoax disease, so to speak. So wait till the Lord unleashes his diseases, to where once you get it, within 30 minutes of you getting it, you're throwing up blood and your eyes are bleeding. Within 30 minutes of getting it, you see worms moving around and jumping through your skin. Wait till the Lord unleashes his disease. Wait till the Lord unleashes the zoos and these animals run around. You may be walking to get a snack, a gorilla come out and pound your head. Pound your head.
There's mom in there.
You know what I'm saying? So wait till the Lord does what he does. You guys don't understand the fear of the Lord. That's why you guys are reprobate. But you will really see the fear. You will really see the fear of the Lord when he unleashes his judgments on you. You got Jeremiah?
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whether shall we go forth, then thou shalt tell them.
Right, so as this more and more continues, because Israel can't really see it until they really see it. You know what I'm saying? That's why when a Jake is bullying somebody, they can't really see the dude is serious until he really snaps. So they're doing that right now. So when this comes and it increases, Israel's gonna come up. They're gonna be asking the prophets. They're gonna be looking for videos. They're gonna be looking where Israel posted at. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna be trying to see what's going on. So go ahead out.
Thus saith the Lord, such as are for death to death.
Right. So the way you die, that's just you just gonna die. Go read again.
Such as are for death to death. And such as are for the sword to the sword.
For the sword to the sword. What's the modern day sword? There is going to be Israelites running around with machetes, hacking you people up, hacking you Edomites up, and you people up. But the modern day sword is the gun. That's the modern day sword. That's the modern day sword. So such as to the sword, who's killing people out here with the sword? These police officers. They're shooting Jake down right now, and more of them Jake's about to get shot down. Go ahead.
And such as are for the famine to the famine.
Right, which is in the scriptures it said that's the worst way to go out, because you literally watch and feel your body just devour inside itself. Because the Lord killing you, even if you get shot down by a cop, you bleed out for like 10 minutes, you're done. You know what I'm saying? You're back in the spirit world. You know what I'm saying? But you for months or for a month, for 3-4 weeks, just watching your body devour itself. You're trying to find certain things to do. You're trying to eat lazy grass and it's not working. You're so weak you can't even move. That's the worst way to go out. So that's going to be happening to people too. Go ahead.
Such as are for captivity.
Right. Jake is about to go into slavery again. Look at what King, the almighty white man Trump is talking about.
Right.
Trump is talking about forcing you to work in these meat shops. No matter if the coronavirus is out, he's going to force you to go into these meat shops and work. And certain people, because after they already say that, why not just take the pay? If they're already going to force you to work in the meat shop, why do they have to pay you anymore too? They're going to say, if you don't want to work in the meat shops, you're gonna go to jail. And y'all not built for that, so y'all gonna take it. Or they're gonna say, if you don't want to work in these meat shops, you're gonna die. Because they're gonna make whatever the government says an essential business. Trump said that meat packaging is an essential business. So you have to work in the meat shop, or else. Go ahead. Is that it on that?
That's it.
Yeah. Nah. You know, so that's what the Lord has in store for you, Jake. You just don't want to hearken unto the word of the Lord. You got a precept?
This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
Right, and that's what Jake cannot wrap their head around. That the Lord is actually bringing something this vicious upon the earth. Like brother said, I cut myself off, but it's going to be all the movies into what? It's going to be Contagion. It's going to be The Purge. It's going to be different army movies. What army
Day of
movie?
the Dead.
Yeah, Day of the Dead. It's going to be the zombie movies. It's going to be all the movies into one. That's how crazy it's going to be out here. And ultimately, it's going to be the time of Jacob's trouble, because Esau is going to bust in like a madman, busting out, you know what I'm saying, shooting everything down, destroying stuff just to destroy it. You see some of those police videos, like when they're raiding the drug lords' houses, they just destroy stuff just to destroy it.
Yeah.
Like they just be having fun. Like they'll bust in there, it'll be 15 cops running up in one Jake's trap house. They'll know that the drug is under the cabinet because somebody snitched out. They'll know that the drugs are under the bed, but they'll still destroy the house just to destroy it. So that's what they're going to be doing this time as well.
Peace and love.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, it's like Jacob's trouble. Like he's gonna see like famine, pestilence, and sword, and then it's gonna be all crazy. All hell's gonna break loose. And I thought about Yahushua when Joseph, the angel came down to him, and gave him a dream, because Herod came saying, "My brother destroyed Yahushua before he married the virgin, the son of Yahushua." The angel came to Joseph in a dream, and told him, "Hey, you gotta flee, you gotta go to Egypt, because the order is out, you know, that you got to slay every son." So that was trouble. Gotta have that. We gotta have the Lord for that too. When trouble comes, they dream. Hey, you gotta make a stove. You gotta go. They come. You gotta go. Go there. Whatever it is, the Lord will require it. Like, hey, they're gonna bust him like crazy. Just like Herod, he said the sword was too. Trying to slay Yahushua before he was born.
I be thinking that too. Like sometimes when the time really hits, like an angel may just manifest out of nowhere and just tell you start running, you know. And it may be a period where the times are cool, but you're gonna start running. You're gonna be just taking off down the street, and then you're gonna hear behind. You're gonna hear the SWAT team roll down the house. You know what I'm saying? So that's how serious the times are getting. It's gonna be highly spiritual things happening.
That's right. The same thing with God too. Sent two angels, right? You gotta go. That's trouble.
Him that selling as him that buys not. You heard that scripture? Or him that come down, let him that comes that's on the rooftop not come down. You heard that scripture? Just be like just look up him that buy as him that will sell it, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Go. Verse 11, the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, and he is strong, and he is his word. The day of the Lord is great, and very terrible. Right. Who can abide in it?
Right, so who is able to just withstand? It even says in the scriptures as well that you mighty men, you tough guys, I've been in the army, the United States Marines for 3 years, this is that, or I shot down 20 Jakes, but I never did nothing against Esau. I never even fought an Edomite, but I killed 5 Jakes. You guys are going to be as women as well. Worse than women, you guys are going to be crying like babies. Like babies when they first wake up, you guys are going to be crying in fear and in trembling. You tough guys out there, you want to be tough guys. Because this is a real tough act. Because we're standing up against the whole world, against women, men, and all the principalities and the demonic things that go against the society. So this is the real tough act. This is the real mighty man act. Not beating up another Israelite just because. Not stealing from your brother just because. That's not tough. This is real tough. This is real grit. Yahweh Shai was real grit, knowing that the whole world wanted him dead, even his own people. That's real tough. That's a real tough man. You got that hymn out that Bible.
It says, let him which is in the house come not come.
Bang. That's it. That's it. That goes to what you were saying about. Yeah.
Book of St. Matthew chapter 24, verse 17. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house.
Right, so wherever you're at, if the Lord comes like that, he'll send an angel or something, and you'll know if it's a fake angel, if it's a real angel, if it's an apparition. You'll know, as long as the Lord blesses you with faith, So when the Lord sends you an angel, or he puts it in your head to take off and go, and you're on the roof, go. Go ahead on. Don't go in your house like, oh, let me grab my championship ring. Let me grab my championship ring. Oh, let me grab my baby carriage. Oh, let me grab my bug out pack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? just go, because whatever you got in that bug out pack, the Lord can have you get it. The Lord can have you slide up in the house and you'll be safe. You know what I'm saying? So just go. That's that trust in the Lord. Go ahead.
Continuing on, 18. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes.
Right, just like brothers was going into. Don't go back like, oh, let me get my favorite pair of sneakers. I can't leave without that. Right. I can't leave without my J's, Lord. Hold on, give me a second, Lord. Let me grab my J's real quick. Nah, you gotta go when the Lord says go. Go ahead on.
All that you just lost, back give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Even better. Now you got all the food you want, you got all the wine, the drink you want. You know what I'm saying? You got whatever you know what I'm saying. Whatever the Lord want to give you.
Continuing on, and woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days.
Hey, the Lord already spoke on, because it's up to the Lord. I don't know. Could be a chariot side of this thing. Why how much you side, man? Because the Lord, even if it's your family, the Lord may looks like chariots coming. You know what I'm saying? Why how much you side? All these things. So the Lord, you could be in this, and the Lord could choose which one of your family He wants to save. So don't worry about that. Just worry about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead on that. Oh, and also woe unto them with child, because you see a lot of people when this virus broke down, they're pregnant now. Right? They're pregnant now. They're 4 months, 5 months. They got that big old belly. How is she gonna run when the troops are chasing them? When Esau's chasing them, they're gonna be finished. And they don't got the protection of the Lord. So, hey, it's gonna be bad. Or they got a little baby that's like 4 or 5 months old. It's all bad. That's dead weight. You know what I'm saying? And it says in the scriptures in Kings that these people are gonna be eating their babies. You know what I'm saying? The babies that they love so much, but they don't really love their babies. It's a burden unto them. Go ahead up.
They're gonna kill two birds with one stone. I ain't gotta deal with the child no more, and I'm not hungry no more.
Yeah.
That's it. It's gonna be a horrific horror, oh man, to the max type of things that you're gonna see in your own eyes. Like stuff like that, like especially the pregnant woman during the time of stress. You know, you see babies coming out of the mother's womb, crying and stuff like that. You look at it, oh, she's already dead, she's already burned. You know, man, crying, touched down already. Like, they still alive. Oh, you know, we got it. Oh, man, go. Some people don't have a stomach, they can't look at that. That's what you have to have. Hey,
goes into looking back spiritually. Like once this happens, or even right now, we're going forward. Don't be looking back into the world. Don't be looking back into wait till the NBA. Were as an old man. You know what I'm saying? Man, it was so fun when I had to stop and smoke. All I got to do was sit down on my head and just look back and just smoke weed all day. You know what I'm saying? Or man, I love to remember the times when I used to do this and that. Look, this whole society, everything in it is about to be destroyed. You can look up all the Lord's prophecy and put it side by side to everything that's going on, and you can tell that the Lord is on his way to destroy this place. So don't be looking back. Go ahead.
Before I continue on, I actually have that picture right here. Scripture saying Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. The nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famine, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginnings of sorrow.
Right. So connect it side by side. We're seeing earthquakes in diverse places. You bonehead Ephraimites, you Latino Ephraimites, you got plagued with an earthquake over there. You bonehead fried chicken eating Judites, you got an earthquake in Inglewood, and it's going to be more and more. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be more and more. Like brothers say, it's going to look like Jake is getting exterminated, because not only is Esau going to be coming down on Jacob that great wrath, it's going to be natural disasters hitting certain hoods and certain hoods only. Just like those wildfires that hit Esau only, and like where was it, Butte and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's going to be certain natural disasters, lightning strikes, meteorites that hit only the hood, only you Jakes. Yep, hail. It's going to be basketball-sized hail coming down on the earth in 1,000 miles per hour, hitting people in the head, destroying your cars, all that.
I got a quick scripture on that. This is Psalm chapter 47, verse 2. For the Lord Yahweh Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth.
And that's what they don't tell you in these churches. They don't tell you about two sides of the Most High. They tell you about all the mercy. They tell you God is love, this is that. But they don't tell you how serious the Most High is, how jealous he is. People don't even know that the Most High gets jealous. People think that they could do whatever they want to pertain to the Most High, and then the Most High just got to be cool with it. But the Most High can't do nothing pertaining to your life, but you can do stuff to his life. That's not how it works. You got to follow his ways. You got to get down and lay down. You know what I'm saying? And when you lay down, you go die in these various ways.
By pain.
Yep.
This is verse 20, continuing on. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world.
Right, so as of right now, from what it sees, it's looking like, what we're seeing is it's looking like what's up on deck, because it's kind of like on baseball, like natural disasters on deck, you know what I'm saying? So it looks like what's on deck is the famine of the word and the insurrection of the men of the Lord. Because brothers try to post a video pretending to WOMEN, and guess what happened? Esau took it down in 1 minute. You know what I'm saying? So it's looking like these things are going to be happening, and these are going to be rolling, maybe late this summer. We'll see. The Lord knows. And if not next time, you know what I'm saying? But it's looking like this is the actual time.
Beginning of the world, this time, no, nor ever shall be. No, there's never be ever a time like this that's coming. Nor shall there ever be again. Ever.
And that's how you know how serious it is, because slavery happened. 70 AD happened, where they sacked Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff happened. The conquistadors, remember when they rolled down on the shores? You know what I'm saying? That happened. You see that towards the end of that movie, Apocalypto, because in Apocalypto, those Aztecs or Incas or whatever that is, they were all fighting each other and then he went to the shore and he was about to get killed by those Incas or Aztecs or whatever behind him, the Mayans behind him. Little did all of them know that there was something that was coming to kill all of them and enslave all of them. You know what I'm saying? So hey.
Yeah, like, that was the omen.
And like great power too.
Yep.
According to the men. Yep. With the sword, they had the sword back then. And they had actual swords too.
Yep.
Man, decimated that whole generation of people.
So that's how. So like.
Revelations, like you wipe the whole people out. So that was a slaughtered house, right? Sure, you know what I mean? How they came in with weapons and all. They ain't coming for peace though. That's why I had a smooth talk. You know what I mean? To let them put the guards down. Like I know some of them probably kind of don't like it, but they went with it. You know, it was prophecy though. You know, you got to let it roll out.
And that's the spirit that so-called Europeans, so much came over being cool with the Mexican people, being cool with them, learned their trade, learned everything, and then slaughtered them.
Sacagawea's killed himself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
To everything.
Yeah, and but all that happened before. Yep. So if it says this Jacob's trouble this time right now is a time that's never been seen before, that's how you know it's going to be worse than all that. Because now it's technology on a high level. Now when Jake wants to buck up, it's going to be crowd control weapons. Esau's going to bust out a football field type thing, and it's going to send a concentrated heat, and it's going to burn you people up. It's going to make you feel like your skin is evaporating in itself, or it's going to send a wavelength that's going to hurt your ears so bad you're going to crumble. You know what I'm saying? So that's the time that's coming in right now. This is deadly serious, and you see what's going on right now.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. And at the time, Michael stand up, the great prince, was standing of the children of their people.
Right. So when all these things happen, when Jake starts dying on a high level, we are going to need protection. That's why the Archangel Michael, one of the highest angels in the heavens, he's gonna need to stand up for us and help us in these times, because we got no protection out here. Like brothers go into, it don't matter how many straps you got, how many homies you got, how much money you got. When the Lord has it out for you, when the Lord sends this prophecy as a flood unto you, you are finished when these times come. Go ahead up.
And there shall be time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time.
Right, so when you do your visioning, you know what I'm saying, because having a vision is very important. It says in the scriptures as well too, you gotta have a vision, and you gotta have like brother said, it says in the scriptures, the wicked expect wrath, the righteous expect blessing. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta have a vision of the wrath to come. It's gonna be wow. And that's why brothers tell you to watch certain movies like Demolition Man. Watch certain movies like The Purge 1, 2, and 3. Watch certain movies like what other spiritual movies out there? The Girl with the Gifts on Netflix. Free. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So watch certain of these movies, because it kind of gives you an idea. It's gonna be 10 times worse than that, but it kind of gives you an idea still.
Like Little Acre, that's a very spiritual movie as well. They actually have power. But they're being oppressed because they have power. They can put together with an actual machine. They have robots they have that they control to actually kill those people with powers if they get out of line.
I saw that movie, and that's a represent. And once you know the scriptures, once you learn the scriptures, hey, bro, you so-called women, you so-called black women, you women of these tribes, just get ready for judgment. Get ready for judgment. That voice just triggered my whole. Killed my whole body. So get ready for the Lord's judgment. We're gonna be chilling, but get ready for the Lord's judgment. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, pertaining to that movie, Code 8, that's a representative of us, because you know what I'm saying, we're not flying and stuff right now, but we have other powers that are a threat to this society. The Lord has blessed us with wisdom, which is a threat to this society. The Lord has blessed us with His truth, which is a threat to the society. So they got certain things to destroy us. But you Jakes, you guys will go get the brunt of it as well.
Isaiah 9:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and the glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemies are coming like a flood,
spirit of the Lord should lift up a standard against it.
Right, so you guys are going to fear the Lord because us brothers up here, we felt the blessings and the curses of the Lord. The Lord has it like it talks like Ariana Grande said in Thank You Next. You know, the Lord taught us love and pain. So we felt both sides. We felt both sides of the Lord, which is why we fear, because we want more of His love. We would like to have less of His pain. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's but you people, you're gonna feel the fear of the Lord when He brings your worst fears upon you. If your worst fear is apparitions, He's gonna bring it upon you. He's gonna have Mama running. Oh yeah, all the movies into one. So these scary movies too. Mama, It, they gonna be out here too.
Right. Make it fear that you got it. You're scared of what you got. Yep. You're scared of big ghost like that.
Yep. Mama was like 12 feet tall, you know what I'm saying? Running fast as hell, skinny as hell with long nails, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be out here conjuring type stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because it makes Jake lose your mind. Say you're in the house and the toaster just moved. You're gonna be sitting on the side of your bed just thinking, like, damn, like, was that a ghost? Am I just tripping? You know what I'm saying? So imagine when you're at the house and all the cabinets fly out, or you're at the house and you see an apparition walk by. That's gonna be happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm about to change. You gotta get your Lord's level. Right. Things really gotta change. You bring that break.
What is that?
This is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 18. And pray ye that your flight be not in winter, for in those days shall be affliction, and such for affliction such as was not from the beginning of the correction.
Right, so it's gonna be a time as it has never been before. That's how crazy it's gonna be out here. You gotta wrap your heads around that. You gotta wrap your heads around what the Lord is gonna be doing out here. You got to all that when brothers keep saying all the movies into one, that should make you fear, because these movies be wild. Sometimes you be watching these movies and you get so wrapped up into them, you're like, damn, I'm glad that's not real. Right. You know what I'm saying? But now it's gonna be real. The girl with the gifts, Freaks, Mama, Code 8, Predator. Oh my goodness. The Conjuring, Godzilla with Leviathan, King Kong. Oh, you guys forgot about these animals too, right? Because Esau, he hasn't discovered all of the world. There's certain places in the jungle and stuff like that that have been uninhabited by society. So there's certain species that uncover themselves every day. You know what I'm saying? And also the sizes of these animals, you have never seen them in real life. And also they're a lot bigger now. They're smaller, but when they come out again, they're gonna be a lot bigger. Bigfoot, they're gonna be out here. Sasquatch is gonna be out here. You know what I'm saying? Anaconda. What's the one? Loch Ness Monster. That's gonna be out here for you people that try to go to the water or go underground. You guys gonna meet the Loch Ness Monster. You know what I'm saying? So all that's real and all that's out here. Woo!
Withstand arrows. Can you imagine that? You can't shoot this line. Jumping off. Just charging in. What you gonna do?
Elephants the size of the whole trees. It's about to get wild out here. You guys are really about to see the Lord in His perfection.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 11, verse 18. I'll read verse 17. 16. That they might know that withal a man sinneth, by the same also shall be punished, for the almighty hand that made the world together without form. Unto them means to send among them multitude of bears or fierce lions, or unknown wild beasts, full of rage.
Get ready for these animals. Moral of the scripture, moral of the story, get ready for these animals as well. And that's one of the things I'm excited about. I can't wait to see lions chase you people down the street and tear you up. Tigers, bears, oh my, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see giant gorillas come and pound people's faces off. I can't wait to see eagles swoop down from the sky and scratch you people's heads off. I can't wait to see stuff like that.
Eagles are tired. Eagles too, picking you up and taking you away.
Phoenix,
Right.
Phoenix, yep. Go ahead on.
For unknown wild beast, full of rage, newly created, breathing out other fierce vipers or filthy scents.
Right, so giant anacondas, all these things, vipers, phoenixes, newly created ones. So ones that you've never seen before, they're gonna be out here tearing you people up too. You know? Right, who's that?
50 cents of scattered smoke or shooting horrible sparks out of their eyes.
Right, but we haven't seen that before. We haven't seen that. What animal is doing that stuff right now that's that big? Right. So the Lord is going to create ones and He's going to bring them out in that day of judgment. So with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you brothers out there. You know, brothers continue. You brothers continue to watch and pray. Shalom and Shalom.